I know you heard so many exciting things about RNIP. No IELTS, no work experience, no education, no funds. Wow, looks like every single person is qualified for this program. Is it true? It is a good question. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all doing great. If you are new here, I provide information about immigrate to Canada and help people to apply for Canada immigration without any agent, which can save them a lots of money. Without a further ado, let's start today's video. Today I'm gonna talk about what is RNIP, what is the procedure or what are the steps to apply for this program, what are the requirements, and at the end of the video I will talk about who can get more benefit from this program. The Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot is a community driven program. It is a path to permanent residence for people who want to work and live in rural and small communities. 11 communities are participating in this program. 5 of them are in Ontario, 2 in Manitoba, 1 in Saskatchewan, 1 in Alberta, and 2 in BC. If you really like nature, peace, away from that big city rush, this is a best program for you. There are 4 steps to applying for PR under this program. First, you need to check the eligibility. You need to meet both IRCC and community specific eligibility requirements because each community will also have its own additional eligibility requirements based on your language, education, work experience, etc. After that, you need to apply for a job in particular community and find an eligible job with an employer in one of the participating community and get a job letter. Once you got a job letter, submit your application for recommendation to the community. If the community recommend you, you will get a recommendation letter and you can apply for permanent residence. You will no need to go for express entry or something else. Once you get the recommendation letter, you are applying directly for permanent residency in Canada. After submitting your application for PR, you and your spouse are eligible for 1 year work permit. Because these application doesn't take that long, they process them in within 6 months to 1 year. So you and your spouse are eligible for 1 year work permit in that particular community. It means once you submit your PR application, you are allowed to work in Canada, and while working in Canada, you can get your PR with your family. Family means your spouse and your kids. So now to check in detail that how these requirements works, I will take you on IRCC's website where we're gonna check all these requirements in detail, and I will walk you through 1 or 2 communities websites how the community specific programs works. So now I am at official website of IRCC. I will leave the link in the description so you can click on that link and come to this page directly. So now we're gonna check who can apply. Like these are the IRCC's requirement. You should have a qualified work experience or graduate from any community institute, language requirement, educational requirements, settlement fund, intend to live in the community. After that, community specific requirements, and if you meet them all, you can start looking job in that communities. So let's start with work experience. To apply under this program, you need at least 1 year of full-time work experience. Due to the COVID-19, they exempt from the requirement to accumulate work experience over a continuous period to you can accumulate that work experience within last 3 years now. You can work part-time, full-time with 1 employer or 2 employer, does not matter. Only they need at least 1560 hours paid work in particular NOC. If you are doing any volunteer work or internship, they don't count it. And if you are self-employed, that hours doesn't count in this one. Your work experience must include most of the main duties and all the essential duties listed in your NOC and the activities listed in the lead statement of your NOC. If you know what is your NOC and what are the main duties of that particular NOC, that's perfect. Otherwise, I made a detailed video about NOC. Just click on the I button on your screen or on the link in the description, and you can go through with detailed information that how you check your NOC and what are the main duties, what is the lead statement of particular NOC. International students are exempt from a work experience criteria above. So guys, this is not about all the international students. It is about the international student who graduated from that particular communities with a credential from a post-secondary program of 2 years or longer, and they were studying as a full-time student for the full duration of 2 years. Credential means a degree, diploma, certificate, or a trade or apprenticeship from a Canadian publicly funded institute in the community recommending them. They must also have had valid temporary residence status for the duration of their studies. Next one is language requirements. You must meet the minimum language requirement based on NOC category that applies to the job offer in the community. So this can be either the CLB and NCLC. So CLB for English and NCLC is for French. So you should meet the minimum requirements according to your NOC category, like what kind of job you are applying in that particular community and what kind of work experience you have back home. So you can see here NOC 0 and A have 6. NOC B have CLB 5, NOC C and D has CLB 4. So if you go for IELTS and you need to check that how that CLB work, click on this link and you can check more detail about language requirements here. So one thing, make a note that for CLB they need, if you are going for CELP IP test, they need a general test, not LS test, and for IELTS they need general training option, not academic option. They don't accept academic, guys, so make sure you go for general IELTS. And now here you can see if you have IELTS training, click on this and you will get all the big chart here. So they need CLB 6 means 5 in reading, 5.5 in writing, 5.5 in listening and 5.5 in speaking. If they are asking for CLB 5, this is the score here, and CLB 4, this is the score here. So you can check your IELTS score and check the according CLB level where you at. So that's how you can check your language requirements. Let's go back to our main page, and next one is educational requirements. The minimum requirement for this program is Canadian Secondary High School Diploma or equivalent. You could have post-secondary certification diploma or degree according to your job category, your NOC category. So if you did study from Canadian Institute, like you are student here, that's good. Otherwise you need ECA, Educational Credential Assessment. Again, if you are aware of this, good. Otherwise you can go back, check my videos. There is a detailed video about ECA, how you can apply it, from where you should apply it, and it is always valid for 5 years. Because they said your ECA report must be less than 5 years old on the date of your application. Your ECA is only valid for 5 years and then you need to go for again. So the minimum requirement is again just high school, but according to your job you need your education, and you need to submit an ECA for your foreign education if you did study from your back home. Next one is settlement fund. When you come to Canada, you always need some settlement fund to supporting you and your family. So these settlement funds are little bit less than express entry program. So here you can check number of family members and fund you need. So if you are coming alone, you need $8,922. If you and your spouse two members, then you need $11,107. If you have one kid, three members, you need this much. So accordingly you can look at the size of your family and look at the funds here. You need these many funds to bring with you to support your family when you are coming to Canada. Next one is intent to live in the community. So once you submit your application for recommendation from the community, they will look at your profile and they want to believe that you will be living and working in that particular community after getting your PR. So here you need to get some creative. You need to write maybe a detailed letter, or you can show your ties back home with rural areas if you have one. So go on that particular community website or search on Google about these particular communities. What is the thing which you like most about that communities? So you need to write something good about, like make them believe that you will be staying there after getting PR. And next one is community specific requirements. So here are the 11 communities and their websites. You can go through each website. You can check what kind of jobs they need. If you have one of the you have experience in one of the job in that particular community and where you want to move, go through all these, check their requirements. Each community have their own requirements. So I will walk you through maybe one or two here, and if you have any question after that, leave me a comment. I will more than happy to answer that. So first I will go with this St. Mary on in Ontario. So I will go on the website of this particular community. So when you open the website, you can see their applicants and employers. So we are the applicants, so gonna click on applicants, go down here. So there step 1 is the IRCC eligibility requirements, which we already checked, and here is the community requirements. So let's open them and see what are in the community requirements. So we will be prioritizing candidates for recommendation using a point based system. So they have a point based system. As I told you, each community have their own requirement system. So each community does not have the point based system like this, but we can go here. So you should score 70 or above to apply in particular this community. So let's see. The applicant has received a job offer for a job in one of the priority NOC groups will get 55 points. So that's good, because you cannot apply under this program without a job offer. So if you got job offer, you got 55 already. So let's see what is next. The next one is the applicant's age on the day the application is received. So you will get points for your application. You can see here 18 to 36 or 37 to 47 plus 3 and for 48 and over plus 2. So let's consider this one, top one. So we got 6 points for this. Okay. Applicant has work experience in one of the NOC group listed above. So now if you have 2-year work experience, you will get 2 points, 3 years 4 points, 4 years 6 points, and bonus is here. Applicant has at least 1 year of continuous full-time work experience in the particular community within last 5 years. You will get plus 8 points. So we will not consider this right now. So let's go with 2-year work experience. I think so there is no points for 1 year work experience. So we will go with 2. Let's go down here. The applicant has studied at the post-secondary institute in that particular community. So I will not consider right now. If we are foreign skilled worker people, so we cannot get point for this one. The applicant is already a resident of the community. If you are, you will get points here, but I will move over. The applicant has personal ties to establish members to the community. So if you have personal tie, you can read this like you have any family members living there, so that's you will get points for that. Like if you can see here, parent, sibling or child plus 10 points, or if there is a grandparents, uncle, aunt, cousin, niece plus 5 points. I will go further. The applicant has visited for at least 5 nights within the past 3 years. So if you visited that particular community, then 8 points. I will not consider points for this. The applicant has authentic knowledge of and interest in the recreational, cultural or lifestyle activities found in this particular communities. So yes, you can maybe consider this, but it's very unlikely to get point in this place here. The applicant's spouse or common law partner has a valid job offer. So if you and your partner both are applying for uh, the job offer in that particular community, you will get 10 points if your spouse has a job offer. So now I will not maybe consider this one here again. Let's move again. So applicant spouse or common law partner has at least 2 years of work experience within a priority NOC group. So you can, when you go up here, they have listed here like how many NOC groups are on the priority in this particular community. If your spouse have work experience in one of them, then you will get 5 points for that. So we can maybe consider, because very likely you can get 5 points for that. And now we're gonna go to the next question. Number 10. The applicant's spouse or common law partner has English or French skill that exceed CLV 5 in all categories. So this is very easy, guys. I think so we can get that too. So if I count that plus 5, you scored 73 and you are eligible to apply for Saint Marie community. So once you check these points, go back to the main website here, and the next step is ready to apply. You go open this application and apply for that, and then you can submit your application here. Click on this, and this is the document checklist. This kind documents you need to submit with your application. Your application will be reviewed by the community. After that, you will get community recommendation letter, and then you can apply directly to IRCC for your permanent residency. You no need to go through any express entry program, and you and your family will be eligible to get work experience meanwhile your file is getting processed. So let's walk through maybe one more community here. Let's check Brandon, Manitoba here. So we're gonna click on here, and we are at Brandon RNIP website. So foreign national applicant information, click here. You can go through thoroughly on this website if you are really interested in this. I'm going just quick. So first you need to meet the federal criteria, means IRCC eligibility requirements. So we already checked that. You can create a candidate profile here with your cover letter, resume, letter of reference, and these all required documents. So let's go down here, and community recommendation prioritization criteria. So let's click on this and see what it is. So here they have a point system. Like Saint Mary community, they don't have that particular that you need these many points to apply under this program. So what you got here, like you can see, applicants language proficiency is higher than the minimum level. So like they need NOC 0 and A level 6, for NOC B level 5. If you have more than that, you will get 15 plus points. If applicable applicant spouse or common law partner's language proficiency is equal or exceeding. So if they have equal or exceeding, get plus 8 points for the spouse. And same, you can go through these all points, just check them and plus them. So how they gonna work here? Suppose you are applying for community recommendation, and same candidates have they have 6 or 7 candidates for same job or something. Then they're gonna go through these points, and the candidate who got higher score will be selected first. So that's how they're gonna go on merit base in this community, particular community. So you can check that where you stand, and once you done that, you can see you can apply for same. You need to fill this form, get this form for your job letter, apply for community recommendation. Once you get that, you can apply for PR, and you are eligible for work permit again. Meanwhile, your file is getting processed. So that's how you can check all the community. Just go on their websites, check what kind of jobs available there, if they are matching with your work experience or not, and check what kind of requirements particular community have. Go through their websites, and you can check if you are eligible for one of them or two of them. That's good. Let's talk about who can get more benefit from this program. So if you are looking to study in Canada, go ahead and check colleges in these communities. If you get admission in one of these participating communities college, you will be able to apply for PR just after completing your education. You no need to wait for any further work experience and go through Canadian Experience Class program or other programs. Second is international students. If you are an international student who studied in Canada and now you are at open work permit, try to look a job in these communities. If you get a job here and after completing one year of experience, you will be able to apply for Canada PR very easily, other than express entry and other programs. Third one is people who are on work permit in Canada. If you are on work permit in Canada and you are able to switch your employer and you are looking to extend your work permit, then go find a work permit in these particular communities. If you get that, and if you have already work experience in particular NOC, you will be able to apply for PR right away. Now, if you are a foreign candidate and looking a job in Canada, so you need to write a good resume with your skill set, your education, your work experience, with the detail of your jobs and responsibilities according to that NOC code and the lead statement in the NOC too. You need to write 3 references in your resume so they can call them or email them and check about you. Second thing, you need to write a cover letter with the brief of your skill, education and job responsibilities, and you can show your intention to live in that community in this cover letter. That will be good if you can get reference letter from your employer, which can tell about you that how good you are at your job and how good a person you are and everything. So best of luck everyone who is looking job for this program in Canada. If you have any other question about this program or about Canada immigration, please feel free to leave me a comment below or DM me on Instagram. You can find the link in the description. I will be back with more information. Till then, stay tuned, stay positive, stay happy. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon for more informative videos. Thanks for watching this video.